back a little bit, Ms. Cox. That's okay. No, you're on. Yeah. All right, court is calling 2022 CR 3745, State of Texas versus Joseph Harris. If I can have parties announced for the record for the state. Defense. All right, Mr. Cox, you filed a motion for continuance.
That's great.
All right, state, do you have any objections to the motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Well, in terms of our motion, I've already served the prosecution with it. There's one witness that's out of town. She's in Michigan.
This isn't just another trial. It's State of Texas versus Joseph Harris, a case built on missing witnesses, sealed medical records, and a grieving family demanding justice. Stay tuned, because one shocking decision changes everything you think you know.
The event, and I just having a problem trying to locate him to serve him. He's a witness that was just several feet away from the incident. I think it's a material witness that we need to have to go to trial in this case. In addition to that, Judge, there's records that I subpoenaed from the Center for Healthcare Services, and those records have not been made available to me yet. They're working on it. They don't have it yet. And I'm looking for those. I'm going to need those before I go to trial. And also, there were some type of medical records that's a part of discovery that this state gave me in discovery. But when I tried to open it, I didn't have it said I needed some type of passcode. And I was given that passcode this afternoon. So I would have to look at those records too.
All right, with regards to Ms. Glover, who appears to be in Michigan, state, are you going to have any objections to her appearing by Zoom?
No.
All right. With regards to medical records, the court notes on the docket sheet that the medical records have been provided or out there since December 19, 2022.
And to address that, Your Honor, the Mr. Cox came to me today and asked me about the password today, and I supplied it to him about 5 minutes later. Due to HIPAA restrictions, that's why it's passcode protected. And it's what it amounts to. It's the victim's hospital records when he was transported to the hospital where he was soon listed as deceased.
All right. And then Ruben Becerra.
Ruben Becerra is an eyewitness to the case, Your Honor, and the state has diligently and through due diligence has tried to locate him. We are unable to locate him. I believe the defense counsel has also requested a subpoena on him. As of right now, the state would also like to talk to this individual, but he has not been found.
All right. And how long have people been searching for Mr. Ruben Becerra?
Since I started handling the case. So, I mean, before July, I can tell you that, Your Honor. I can't give you an exact date right now, but I can tell you that it has been my investigator, Brian King, has been searching for him, among other individuals that are missing, but we've found pretty much everybody else.
All right. And Mr. Cox, how long have you been looking for Mr. Becerra or your investigator?
It's been several months as I had to try to get him subpoenaed. Just been difficult. I just feel that at this point, this case, his information is very critical.
So what happens if he's never found?
Well,
does this case continue forever?
I'm going to say forever, Judge, but my position is that if there's a situation between just trying to exhaust all efforts to get him, when we talk about maybe the difference between someone being found not guilty of a case or guilty of a case.
So how long do we wait for him to be found?
I just think, Judge, that at least if I can have, if I can get if I had maybe 30, 45 days, Judge.
But haven't you already had months?
Well, I've had months, Judge, but I just think that there's still a way. I'll just have to
Notice how the defense pushes for a 45 day delay, arguing a missing witness could change everything. But after months of searching, the judge isn't buying it. Would you grant more time or force the trial forward?
All right. And what is this, mental health issues or something else?
I believe mental health issues, Judge, and that's an issue because what my actual trial strategy is that I think the state is on some type of notice in terms of there may be some issues. And I mentioned that to the state that it may be some issues. My problem is that trying to get the record, trying to target which agency may have them. And so I was able to contact an agency. They appear to have some records on. So we're talking about a situation, Judge, not going to the facts of the case, that a person who may in fact have been mentally ill at the time of the incident with a handgun.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right. Motion for continuance is denied. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
The deputies in the courtroom, they're in charge of security.
Here's the twist. Defense hints the victim may have had mental health struggles, trying to shift the case narrative. This is a common tactic, but courts rarely let it sway a murder trial. Do you think it should matter?
Potentially, there will not be victim impact. Does everyone understand? All right. Let's bring the jurors in.
All right, to the jury.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the court's understanding that you've reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that verdict unanimous?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. If you'll give that to Rice. All right, finding as to the immediate influence of sudden passion, the jury states we unanimously find that the defendant, Joseph Dale Harris, did not cause the death of Isaiah Orosco under the immediate influence of sudden passion arising from an adequate cause. The punishment verdict form reads that there's to be no fine and the punishment is assessed at 68 years in the prison. Would anyone wish to have the jury poll? State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right, you may be seated.
68 years in prison. That's the jury's sentence for Harris, delivered with zero hesitation. Think about it. A young man's life ended, and another's is now effectively over. Is that true justice, or just another tragedy?
Have you had a chance to review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal? All right, Mr. Cox, if you'll go over that with him, please.
I would just.
All right, Mr. Harris, did you have a chance to review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this was a jury trial, you do have a right to an appeal. Do you understand? All right, Mr. Harris, the jury has decided on your sentence of 68 years in the prison, and the court will impose that. And as I previously stated, you do have a right to appeal. Do you understand? All right. We can go off the record. Mr. Harris, it's my understanding that there is going to be victim impact, which means that members of Mr. Orosco's family may want to say something to you. In this courtroom, I require that everyone treats everyone with respect. I understand that sometimes in cases such as these, emotions are high and tempers flare. but I still require that everyone treat everyone with respect. And it makes it easier for the deputies if people are not yelling. You understand? And I understand that 68 years is a long time, but I always tell people that time, of course, passes, and it looks like it's a long, long time, and it is considered a long time, but there are things that perhaps you can think about, okay? All right, so State, do you have victim impact?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
All right, so what I'm going to ask for to make it easier for the deputies, Mr. Harris will stand there and his counsel can stand there. And if the persons who are giving victim impact, if you'll remain seated and just keep your voice up. And I'm having you remain seated because that makes it, again, easier for the deputies and they don't have to be on high alert.
On February 28th, 2022, you unfairly took a life whose name was Isaiah Orosco, a life that you didn't create or give or that mattered to you. You emotionally and psychologically damaged my family to a certain point where my mother has to cry herself to sleep at night. Isaiah was a brother, an uncle, a son, a cousin, a nephew, and a friend to many human beings in this world.
The victim's family speaks with raw pain, accusing Harris of cowardice for shooting Isaiah in the back. This is the heart of victim impact. Not legal arguments, but grief turned into words. Could you hold your composure here?
We will never have him back in this life. I hope you suffer every single day of your life behind bars. Sad that your 6 or 7 kids have to grow up without a father, which couldn't even be determined. Now you can see just a little glimpse of what we're going through. All because you wanted to act like a coward and shoot a man while he had his back turned. Now that we have closure and justice on this earth, await the consequences in the afterlife. You will rot in hell, Mr. Harris.
On February 28th, 2022, you decided to pay God, judge, and jury, and executioner. Instead, you attended Bible classes or whatnot. Well, you should know that the 6th commandment says, "Thou shalt not murder." On April 13, 2000, I welcomed my second baby boy out of my 5 children. The victim, who, by the way, has a name. His name is Isaiah Orosco. The moment I laid my eyes on him, my heart was captured and filled with so much love. My precious baby boy, who would grow up and bring so much love, joy, and laughter, not only into my life, but to his brothers, his sister, family, friends, and anyone he came across. Isaiah had a smile that could light up a room. He could turn a bad day into a good one. He always knew how to make me laugh with his George Lopez impersonations. Even in his passing, I believe he finds a way to make me laugh and bring comfort through signs and memories we made. On February 28th, 2022, my life was shattered and changed forever. My world was turned upside down. My heart that was once filled with love has turned to anger, pain, despair. Isaiah was cut down by a coward, ripped away from me by a senseless act of violence and anger. Every day for me is a struggle. There are days I don't want to wake up and face the world. I miss my son so very much. I miss our talks, text messages. Here's one of his messages to me. "Hey, Mom, just wanted to let you know, you don't ever have to lower your standards for anyone in any given circumstance. I believe you are worthy a much more life. You only have to accept yourself, learn from the obstacles we come across together. I love you. Have a great day at work. All I have left are memories, Mr. Harris. I miss his voice, laughter, jokes, and hugs. One thing that bothers me so much is that I will never meet his wife, meet his kids, my grandchildren. I will never see him fulfill all his goals that he used to talk about. My heart is broken. Joseph Del Harris, murderer of my son. It has taken me a while to get to this point. I was filled with so much anger.
Isaiah's mother delivers a stunning turn. From anger to forgiveness. She tells Harris she must forgive to heal. Powerful, isn't it? In your opinion, does forgiveness lessen the weight of justice or strengthen it?
Son, evil will not prevail today. I instead choose to forgive you, and I pray for you that you may find Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and truly repent. And may God have mercy on your soul. Here and now, God and the court has decided your fate. That's
All right.
all.
Judge, I believe Rose, our advocate, has one more that wants to be read.
All
If you
right.
allow that?
Yes.
On behalf of the Orosco family, I'll state how their lives had changed since February 28th of 2022, the day Joseph Harris brutally murdered their beloved Isaiah Orosco. Since that day, they've suffered with severe anxiety, insomnia, episodes of depression, and grief. Isaiah enjoyed spending plenty of time with his family, especially in the past several years when he was setting up great goals for his future. He was loving and caring to all, and if you mistreated him, he would never challenge back. He would just simply walk away. Isaiah loved to read about religion and philosophers and why things happen in our world. He tried to understand why the bad existed and why there was hate. The Orosco family is hurt, knowing that Isaiah won't be able to join them on their usual fishing and camping trips, which he truly enjoyed. His young cousins miss spending time with them, gaming, and gardening with his aunt. His paternal grandmother, whom he visited very often, misses him very much. She misses Isaiah's caring ways, making him his favorite comfort food, scratching his back for fooding, and having him be helpful around the house. Isaiah was working on getting his education with a program at UTSA. He had a job and was living on his own. The last time Isaiah visited his paternal aunt and grandmother, he told them about his apartment downtown, about his job close to the downtown area, and talked about other goals he had reached. They told him that they were very proud of him and they had made plans to celebrate his 22nd birthday, which his family will never get that chance.
This trial closed with Joseph Harris convicted and sentenced to 68 years for the murder of Isaiah Orosco. From denied delays to emotional family testimony, justice was firm. What's your take on this ruling? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.